Students, welcome to All Fours e-learning botany classes. In today's session we are going to discuss about a fruit. Before starting this fruit, what we discussed previously, once we are going to check it. See, plant kingdom, also called as plantae. This plant kingdom is with how many right subkingdoms, sir? 2 subkingdoms. This plant kingdom is with how many subkingdoms? 2 subkingdoms. What are they? Cryptogame and Phanerogame. In Cryptogame, how many divisions are there? 3 divisions: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. In Cryptogame, how many divisions? 3 divisions. There is a Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Whereas in Phanerogame, only 1 division is present, that is a Spermatophyta. Therefore, Spermatophyta comes under subkingdom. What's our Phanerogame? Sir, this division Spermatophyta is having 2 subdivisions. What are they, sir? Gymnospermae and Angiospermae. What and what, sir? Gymnospermae and Angiospermae. These are 2 subdivisions in Spermatophyta. Now listen the statement. Sir, in plant kingdom, how many divisions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many divisions? 4 divisions. In these 4 divisions, fruit is present only in Spermatophyta. Therefore, the only division in plantae with fruit is what, sir? Spermatophyta. Therefore, only division with fruit. The only division with what, sir? Fruit. The only division of plantae or plant kingdom with fruit is what, sir? Spermatophyta. Okay, right? Sir, the plants that are included under Spermatophyta are called as spermatophytes. Okay, therefore plants included in Spermatophyta, what, sir? Spermatophyta. Spermatophyta is a division, right? Are called what they are called as, sir? Spermatophytes. What they are called as? Spermatophytes. Sir, spermatophytes means nothing but seed plants or seed bearing plants. What bearing plants, sir? Seed bearing plants. Spermatophytes, seed bearing plants. Spermatophytes, seed bearing plants. Okay, now listen, sir, this Spermatophyta, it includes 2 subdivisions I told: Gymnospermae and Angiospermae. In Gymnospermae, fruit is absent. In Angiospermae, fruit is present. Now you tell me, do all Spermatophyta with fruit? No. Sir, spermatophytes with fruit, angiosperms. Spermatophytes without fruit, gymnosperms. Okay, right. I am writing the next statement. What it is, sir? Spermatophytes without fruit. Spermatophytes without fruit. What's gymnosperms? Sir, gymnosperms are spermatophytes, but they are without fruit. Okay, now go for the next statement. What it is? Spermatophytes with fruit. Spermatophytes with fruit. Which plants, sir? Angiosperms. Sir, angiosperms means dicots are included as well as monocots are also included. Yes or no? It means in the case of dicots and monocots, fruit is present because they comes under angiosperms. Therefore, spermatophytes with fruit, what sir? Angiosperms. Now see these two statements. Spermatophytes without fruit, gymnosperms. Spermatophytes with fruit, angiosperms. It means all spermatophytes, do they contains fruit? No. Therefore, all spermatophytes right, do not contains fruit. Okay. Therefore, all spermatophytes, right, does not contains fruit. All spermatophytes does not contains what sir? Fruit. They does not contains fruit. Okay. Do all spermatophytes contain fruit? No. All spermatophytes does not contains fruit. Right? Now see here. I am drawing the diagram of ovary. Okay. What is this total structure called as sir? This total structure is ovary. What it is? Ovary. In this ovary, right, this is ovary wall. What it is sir? Ovary wall. Ovary wall. What are all these sir? These are ovules. What these are sir? These are ovules. Okay. Now listen the statements. After fertilization, I am speaking about fertilization. When after fertilization, when sir? After fertilization, this ovary wall changes into fruit wall. What changes into what? Ovary wall changes into fruit wall. Therefore, now what is this called as a fruit wall? Ovary wall changed into fruit wall. Sir, fruit wall is also called as pericarp. What is another name for fruit wall, sir? Pericarp. Sir, what are all these, sir? All these are ovules. What are all these, sir? All these are ovules. Ovules. After fertilization, when sir? After fertilization, right? This ovules changes into seeds. After fertilization, what changes into what? This ovules changes into seeds. Therefore, what are these, sir? They are seeds. See this diagram carefully. After fertilization, ovary wall has changed to fruit wall, pericarp. After fertilization, ovules changed to what, sir? Seeds. Ovules changed to seeds. Sir, in this diagram, how many ovules are there in this diagram? 6 ovules. In this diagram, 6 ovules are there. But there, how many seeds are there in that diagram? Only 4. What does it mean? Sir, ovules in which fertilization takes place, only that fertilized ovules changes into seeds. Unfertilized ovules falls off. What falls off? Unfertilized ovules falls off. Only fertilized ovules will change into seeds. Only fertilized ovules will change into seeds. Sir, what I told, this is ovary. After fertilization, this ovary has changed into true fruit. What changed to what? Ovary has changed to true fruit. 3 changes. Number 1, after fertilization, ovary wall changes into fruit wall, that is pericarp. After fertilization, fertilized ovules develops into seeds. Unfertilized ovules falls off. Number 3, this fertilized ovary changes into true fruit. Changes into what? True fruit. Right? See here. Sir, before fertilization, you are going to see ovary wall. Yes or no? After fertilization, this ovary wall changes into what, sir? It changes into fruit wall. There is nothing but a pericarp. There is nothing but pericarp. Sir, before you are going to see ovules. This ovules changes into what, sir? Seeds. They changes into seeds. Right. Sir, before fertilization, ovary. After what, sir? It becomes a true fruit. What it becomes, sir? It becomes a true fruit. Okay. What happens to unfertilized ovules? What, sir? Unfertilized ovules. Unfertilized ovules falls off. Unfertilized ovules falls off. Right. Sir, fertilized ovules. Fertilized ovules. Fertilized ovules develops into what, sir? Seeds. That's why seeds are also called as fertilized ovules. Seeds are also called as what, sir? Fertilized ovules. Seeds are also called as fertilized ovules. Okay. Now listen the statement carefully. Sir, transformation of ovules into seeds and ovary into fruit, these two takes place simultaneously at the same time. Sir, ovules changes into seeds. Okay, right. Ovary changes into fruit. These two transformations takes place simultaneously. What is that statement, sir? What is that statement? Ovules to what, sir? Seeds. Ovules to seeds. What? Ovary. Ovary to what, sir? Ovary to fruit. Okay, I am speaking about these two changes. Okay, right. Therefore, these two transformations takes place simultaneously. Okay, right. Therefore, which two transformations takes place simultaneously, sir? There is conversion of ovules to seeds and ovary to fruit. Ovules to seeds and ovary to fruit. These two transformations takes place simultaneously, right? See here. In case of gymnosperms, in case of what, sir? Gymnosperms. In case of gymnosperms, ovary wall is absent. What is absent? Ovary wall is absent. Ovary is absent. In case of gymnosperms, ovary are absent. So, ovules are naked. What are naked? Ovules are naked. That's why we are calling these plants as gymnosperms. Gymno means naked, sperme means seed. Okay, sir. Gymno means what, sir? Naked. Sperme means what, sir? Seed. Sperme means what, sir? Seeds. Therefore, what are naked, sir? Seeds are naked. Seeds are naked. Why seeds are naked, sir? As a ovary wall. Ovary is absent. Okay, therefore, as ovary wall and ovary are absent, we are calling the seeds as what, sir? Naked seeds. Okay, right. Sir, here ovary is absent, I told. As ovary is absent, you cannot see the formation of a true fruit. Yes or no? As ovary is absent, no formation of true fruit. Right. As ovary absent, no formation of what, sir? No formation of true fruit. Better to call true fruit. No formation of true fruit. Okay, therefore there is no formation of true fruit. Why, sir? Because ovary is absent. Okay, does it mean that in gymnosperms seeds are absent? No, there are naked seeds. Yes or no? Right. Which seeds are present? Naked seeds. Sir, why in gymnosperm seeds are naked, sir? Fruit is absent, so seeds are naked. Naked seeds. Naked seeds. Why? As a fruit is absent. Each and every statement is important, should be careful. If fruit is present, the seeds will be inside the fruit. So we can't call them as naked seeds. But in case of gymnosperms, as fruit is absent, right, the seeds are naked. Seeds are naked as fruit is absent. Ovules are naked as ovary is absent. That is, ovary wall is absent. Okay. Now go for angiosperms. Angio means enclosed. Angio stands for what, sir? Enclosed. Enclosed. Spermae, I already told. Spermae means what, sir? Seeds. It means what are enclosed? Seeds are enclosed. Where? Inside the fruit. Seeds are enclosed. Seeds are enclosed inside the what, sir? Fruit. Seeds are enclosed inside the fruit. It means in angiosperms, fruit is present as well as what are present? Seeds are present. Yes or no? In case of which plants, sir? Angiosperms. What and what are present, sir? Seeds and fruits are present. Seeds and fruits are present. Seeds are present. Fruit is also present. In the case of which plants? Angiosperms. Right? Now, see this statement carefully. I am taking spermatophytes, sir. What I am taking? Spermatophytes. Just now I told spermatophytes means what and what are included? Gymnosperms are included. Angiosperms are included. Yes or no? Angiosperms means what and what are I told? Dicots and monocots. What and what, sir? Dicots and monocots. Sir, in case of gymnosperms, seeds are present, whereas fruit is absent. In case of angiosperms, seeds are present, fruit is also present. Therefore, gymnosperms, seeds are present, fruit is absent. Angiosperms, seeds are present, fruit is also present. Right? Now, listen here. Parthenocarpic fruit. What it is, sir? Parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit. See, this is ovary. What is this one, sir? Ovary. Without fertilization, with or without? Without fertilization, this ovary develops into a fruit. With or without, sir? Without fertilization. Without fertilization. Without fertilization, this ovary has developed into a fruit. Okay, this fruit which is developed from ovary without fertilization, this fruit is called as a parthenocarpic fruit. What it is called as a parthenocarpic fruit. It is called as a parthenocarpic fruit. Is this statement okay? Therefore, parthenocarpic fruit, what it is, sir? Fruit developed from where, sir? Developed from ovary. With or without, sir? Without fertilization. Without fertilization. Without fertilization. What has developed? Fruit has developed. From where? Ovary. This fruit is called as a parthenocarpic fruit. What is this fruit called as, sir? Parthenocarpic fruit. Now you tell me, sir, this parthenocarpic fruit, is it developed from ovary or not? Yes. So it's a ovarian fruit. Therefore, parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit is a ovarian fruit because it is developed from ovary. Developed from ovary. Sir, it is developed from which ovary, sir? Fertilized ovary, unfertilized ovary. Unfertilized ovary. Therefore, developed from where, sir? Unfertilized ovary. Developed from unfertilized ovary. Parthenocarpic fruit, no doubt, developed from ovary. But fertilized ovary, unfertilized ovary. Developed from unfertilized ovary. Okay. Now, listen this statement. What I told, fertilization has not taken place. As fertilization won't take place, all these unfertilized ovules, what happens? Falls off. If all ovules falls off, why all ovules falls off? As fertilization has not taken place. If all ovules are going to fall off, is this fruit with seeds? No. Therefore, parthenocarpic fruits are seedless as fertilization does not take place. Okay, right? Therefore, as what is absent? Fertilization is absent as fertilization does not takes place, as fertilization does not takes place, as fertilization does not takes place, right? Seeds are absent. What are absent? Seeds are absent. What are absent, sir? Seeds are absent. Okay, therefore parthenocarpic fruits, parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless because fertilization has not taken place. Okay, sir, production of parthenocarpic fruits is called parthenocarpy. Production of parthenocarpic fruits is called parthenocarpy. Therefore, process of production of which fruits? Parthenocarpic fruits. The process by which these parthenocarpic fruits are produced, that process is called what, sir? It is called parthenocarpy. What it is called as, sir? Parthenocarpy. Sir, this parthenocarpy, it may be natural parthenocarpy or it may be artificial. Sir, artificial parthenocarpy is also called as induced parthenocarpy. Artificial parthenocarpy is also called as induced parthenocarpy. Sir, natural parthenocarpy example is banana, musa. That's why in the case of banana you cannot see a seed. Banana, musa. No seeds. Why, sir? Because it is a parthenocarpic fruit produced by natural parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpic fruit means seedless it will be. Right? Now go for artificial parthenocarpy, induced parthenocarpy. Many examples are there. What we are going to observe? We are writing that examples. Right? First one is watermelon. Second one is grapes. You can take grapes also. Artificial parthenocarpy. Induced parthenocarpy. Okay, right? Even you can take papaya. Therefore, watermelon, we can make it seedless. Grapes, we can make it seedless. Papaya, we can make it seedless. Therefore, artificial or induced parthenocarpy examples: watermelon, grapes, papaya. Okay, now listen this statement. Sir, parthenocarpic fruits are produced by using phytohormones such as auxins. Okay, we are discussing parthenocarpic fruits. Sir, these parthenocarpic fruits, they are produced, right? They are produced by plant growth regulators. Plant growth regulators are also called as phytohormones. They are also called as what, sir? Phytohormones such as auxins. I think you heard this word auxins in your 10th class. Therefore, parthenocarpic fruits can be produced by using plant growth regulators, that is phytohormones such as auxins. Okay, listen this statement. Sir, is a parthenocarpic fruit with seeds? No. In case of some fruits, seeds are edible. Sir, parthenocarpic, try to link these two statements. Parthenocarpic fruits, they are without seeds. They are seedless. In some fruits, the seed is edible. Yes or no? Now listen. Take pomegranate. In case of pomegranate, seeds are edible, sir. In pomegranate, if you induce parthenocarpy, if you make the pomegranate parthenocarpic, then what you will eat? You won't get a seed. Therefore, parthenocarpy is not desirable, undesirable in the case of fruits in which seeds are edible. Therefore, fruits in which seeds are edible, in such fruits, parthenocarpy is undesirable. It's not useful because parthenocarpy means making the fruit seedless. In that fruit seed itself is edible. If you make the fruit seedless, what you will eat? Yes or no? Therefore, right, parthenocarpy is undesirable. This statement is important. What did he say? Parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy, right, is undesirable. Parthenocarpy is undesirable, right? Parthenocarpy is undesirable, not desirable in fruits in which seeds are edible. Is this statement okay? Therefore, fruits in which seeds are edible, in such fruits parthenocarpy is not desirable, undesirable. For this statement, best example is pomegranate. That is punica, P-U-N-I-C-A, punica, pomegranate. Okay, even you can take groundnut. In groundnut also seeds are edible. If you make groundnut parthenocarpic, can you get the seed? No. Therefore, what we will eat in parthenocarp? What we will eat in groundnut? Is it okay? Right? Therefore, fruits in which seeds are economically important or seeds are edible, in such fruits, making parthenocarpy undesirable, not desirable. Right? Now, listen here. Fruits are of two types. Fruits are of how many types, sir? Fruits are of two types. Fruits are of two types. What are they, sir? First one is false fruits. What is the first one, sir? False fruits. Second one is true fruits. What is the second one, sir? True fruits. Go for the first one. What is, sir? False fruits. False fruits. Sir, these false fruits are also called as pseudocarp. Also called as what, sir? Pseudo means false. Carp means fruit. They are also called as pseudocarp. They are even called as accessory fruits. They are even called as what, sir? Accessory fruits. Therefore, false fruits also called pseudocarp. Pseudo means false, carp means fruit. They are also called as accessory fruits. In some plants, a non-ovarian part, not ovary, other than ovary, okay, non-ovarian part develops into fruit. That fruit is called as false fruit. Is it okay? In all plants or in some plants? In some plants. Which part? Non-ovarian part. Non-ovarian part means it's not ovary. Non-ovarian part develops into a fruit. That fruit is called as what, sir? False fruit. Therefore, false fruit is a non-ovarian fruit. Sir, ovary contains ovules. After fertilization, ovules changes into seeds. But this false fruit is non-ovarian. Non-ovarian means it won't contain ovules. It won't contain seeds. Yes or no? Therefore, false fruits are seedless. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. False fruits are also seedless. Okay, right? Therefore, we are discussing which fruits, sir? False fruits. Okay. Sir, in some plants, non-ovarian part means it's not ovary. Non-ovarian part develops into What, sir? It develops into false fruit. Develops into false fruit. Therefore, false fruit is a non-ovarian fruit. False fruit is a non-ovarian fruit. It's a non-ovarian fruit. Sir, false fruit, as it is non-ovarian, is it with seeds? No, it is seedless. It's a seedless. Okay. Now, see this diagram once. Sir, in this diagram, this is false fruit, sir. This is which fruit, sir? False fruit. Which fruit, sir? This is a false fruit. Whereas this is a true fruit, sir. What is this one, sir? This is a true fruit. See the diagram once. False fruit is associated with true fruit. If false fruit is present, okay, that false fruit should be always associated with true fruit. Sir, in false fruit and true fruit, who occupies major part, sir? False fruit occupies major part. False fruit occupies a major part. Is this statement okay? Right? What is that statement, sir? What is that statement? False fruit. False fruit always. False fruit always associated with false fruit always associated with what, sir? True fruit. False fruit always associated with true fruit. False fruit always associated with true fruit. Okay, right. Sir, false fruit occupies major part. False fruit occupies. False fruit occupies a major part. False fruit occupies a major part. In true fruit and false fruit, who is occupying major part, sir? False fruit occupies major part. Sir, what are the examples for false fruit, sir? False fruits example I am writing. Number 1, apple. Number 2, pear. Number 3, cashew nut. Cashew nut. Number 4, strawberry. Strawberry. Okay, therefore, what are the examples for false fruits, sir? Apple, pear, what more? Cashew nut, and what, sir? Strawberry. All these are examples for what, sir? False fruits. Okay, we will discuss these examples tomorrow. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.